We are big fans, myself and my two daughters who are here, and one of my daughters has read the book, and you guys get together in the book. So how come? I mean, there was such a chemistry between you guys. Like, was that ever considered that you guys would get together in the show?
It was, yeah, it was considered. The funny thing is, I don't know if I'm going to get myself in trouble here. The funny thing is that I think it was supposed to happen in season 1, and Mr. Bob Morley pushed back on it.
No.
He did, he pushed back on it, because he, at that time, he didn't want to, he wanted to see Bellamy have his own journey without being the romantic love interest. He wanted to establish his character more before something like that happened, which is fair enough. And so it didn't happen in season 1, but then there wasn't much opportunity for it to happen again. The show just went in a different direction. And I was actually giving him shit about that the other day. I was like, if you hadn't had an argument with the producers about this, like, who knows what kind of, would have happened. It was really interesting. But yeah, there was another time in season 6 where they were going to get together. But what would happen in the writers' room is they would have two different. I'm not sure exactly how this worked, but they'd have either this happens this episode or this happens. We can't have both. And so whatever this was won out over Bellamy and Clark getting together. And I don't know what that was, but yeah.
So did you guys have a lot of say? It sounds like you guys did. What was happening?
Not really. I mean, I guess Bob did win in season 1. He must have made some really good points. But I mean, we mostly let the writers just do their thing. There were a few times where I spoke up about things, and it kind of, they took it into consideration, but it didn't go the way that I would have liked it to have gone.
Thank you.
Amazing question. Waiting before we ask the next one, was there a particular TV, they wanted to see those two characters get together. Was there ever a gratifying TV experience with two characters you were waiting for to get together on a show? Because I remember when Ross and Rachel got together, it was pretty big news.
Yeah. Nick and Jess and New Girl, I was really, that relationship was, I was waiting for that. And they got together and then they broke up, and it was sort of like Ross and Rachel in that way. But yes.
We were on a break!
Yes, we did. I mean, I love Friends.
Yeah.
We love a will they, won't they?
Yeah.
I think it's human nature.
All right, next question.
Hi, I met you yesterday, it was so wonderful. I did want to ask, as a bisexual fan, because I found The 100 during I didn't have a label or anything, and having Clark as representation meant so much for me that it was okay. And what was it like being on the end of being that representation for some people?
It was amazing, first off. And I'm so glad that Clark helped you with your journey. And when they told me Clark was bisexual, I was like, cool. I didn't really think much about it. I was like, yeah, that's rad, Isn't everyone these days? I don't know. I was just are we still talking about this? And I didn't know, what I didn't know was that there was so little representation at that time. And so little bi visibility even. And the reaction was so strong because people had been waiting for something like this. They were waiting to see themselves, see their own story play out on TV. And I wasn't expecting that. I just figured there must be plenty of that's bisexual representation on TV, and there wasn't. So it was really touching and amazing, the amount of people who have come up to me like yourself and said, I was able to identify and come to terms with my sexuality and be comfortable in my own skin, that just I'm like, fuck yeah, that's so cool. Sorry if there are kids in the audience.
Earmuffs.
It's just, it's an honor, and I feel so lucky to have been able to play Clark and to hear stories like yours every time I come to a convention. It's amazing.
The gays love you.
I love the gays.
Thank you very much. All right, we got our question right here.
Hello, I am also here to talk about Clark and Lexa because that was my brain chemistry. I would like to know, not to spoil, but if they hadn't had the terrible ending that they did, where would you have liked to see that relationship go in the show?
I mean, I feel like those two were such a power couple. Like, there's like two leaders coming together and having this beautiful relationship. I think that the sky would have been the limit for those two. Like, I think it would have been really interesting watching how I mean, we were already seeing how they were a bit yin and yang in their leadership styles, and also in the way that they loved and were vulnerable. Like Alexa, it was hard to be vulnerable for sure, because she was trained to be, you know, header from childhood. But to see the like softer side come out of both of them as their relationship blossomed, I would have liked to have seen more of that. And like for Clark, especially to just have this like partner to, you know, to really fully be able to fall apart with, because she's got a lot going on, you know. I think that would have been nice. But it makes me sad that that we never really got to see Clark like grieve Lexa and come out the other side. I feel like it throughout, you know, seasons 4, 5, 6, 7, she just never had time to like process that loss and like I don't know, be happy. I would have liked to see that for her, and I'm sad I didn't.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Beautiful question, thank you.